Tonight on Connecticut's news station, thieves still on the loose tonight, days after they drove their car through the front window of a local business. We'll hear from the owners picking up the pieces after losing thousands of dollars in merchandise.
And after a little break in the action, another chance for accumulating snow. We'll time it out for you.
And officials still investigating after 14 people had to be hospitalized and treated for carbon monoxide poisoning. What happened and what we know about the man in critical condition tonight.
Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We begin tonight in Newington, where police are still investigating after a weekend smash and grab at New England Audio and Tinting. Thanks for joining us here for the news at 10. I'm Brent Harden. Those thieves took tens of thousands of dollars of merchandise in just a matter of minutes, and now the hunt is on for those responsible. Police believe they drove off in the car you're looking at on your screen now. Fox 61's Jake Garcia is live in Newington tonight with the details. Jake.
Well, Brent, the storefront windows here at New England Audio and Tinting are now boarded up after a weekend smash and grab that happened Saturday night, and it was all caught on camera. Newington police say around 11 p.m. Saturday night, surveillance video captures the moment a car backs into the front window at New England Audio and Tinting right off the Berlin Turnpike.
As soon as they saw the glass come down, they walked in. Everything that was on the floor, amplifiers, subwoofers, boxes, speakers, radios, they just grabbed and go.
Police say these two men entered the store multiple times. Staff say the suspects took more than $10,000 worth of car audio equipment. Pacheco says he would never expect something like this would hit close to home.
So this business has been here about 15 years now, and never had something like this ever. This is our first time, and hopefully they get to catch these guys.
Management now trying to pick up the pieces.
We're just trying to make ends meet like everybody else, so it's unfortunate.
Ken Gray, a former FBI agent and professor at the University of New Haven, says these kinds of crimes are not uncommon.
The items are easy to get rid of, to make money off of. They either sell them on eBay or on Craigslist or on Facebook Marketplace or in flea markets, or, to individuals.
Gray says people who are successful at these types of crimes have likely done it before.
People travel into the area, hop off the highway, hit a place, hit maybe 2 or 3 such places, hop back on the highway and leave.
Saturday's smash and grab took place right off the busy Berlin Turnpike, but police didn't know about the burglary until hours later, just before 2 a.m. when patrol officers in the area noticed. Staff say they're overwhelmed with the support of the community.
No, we got a good community, and like I said, the people are responding to us, and we're going to get back on our feet and keep going.
Now, the burglary remains under investigation as officers search for nearby camera footage to hopefully catch those responsible. Anyone with information is asked to contact Newington Police. Reporting live in Newington, Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Jake, thank you. And turning to the forecast now, and the chill is sticking around. Expect low temperatures and the chance for more snow as we near the end of the week. Here's Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank with more on what to expect. Rach?
Yeah, that means any of the snow and ice that fell with our last storm system is going to be hanging out with us for a little while longer. And we have a bit more in the forecast. But the good news is at least no ice this time around. There is a chance for a flurry in spots tomorrow afternoon. Most of the state will stay dry, but there's a better chance for more widespread snow showers and even a period of light snow heading into the day on Friday with some minor accumulations. Right now we're thinking on the order of a coating to an inch or two is possible. And then it turns even colder heading into this upcoming weekend with sub-zero wind chills heading into Saturday morning. Right now we're looking at temperatures in the teens to right around 20 degrees. And this is what we like to see on the radar after yesterday. Nothing. Low temperatures tonight falling back into the teens to right around 20 degrees, so it'll be another cold start to the day tomorrow. We will see some early morning sunshine, but the clouds really take over as we head through the midday and into the afternoon. We're looking at high temperatures right around the 30-degree mark. And again, in the late afternoon and early evening, there is a chance for a flurry or light snow shower in spots, but most of the state stays dry. We're going to talk more about that better chance for snow heading into Friday and that reinforcing shot of cold air this weekend. Your full forecast coming up, Brent.
Rachel, thank you. As a result of this bitter cold, Governor Ned Lamont has activated the severe weather protocol for our state. Starting today and lasting until Monday, towns and cities will work with United Way 211 and Connecticut's network of shelters to make sure anyone in need can receive protection from the outdoors. And that includes transportation to warming areas and shelters. Anyone in need of shelter is urged to call 211 to get connected to these services. Now to a developing story in New Haven where 14 people were taken to the hospital and treated today for carbon monoxide poisoning. It happened at a building under construction on House Street. Officials say there was a problem with a propane-powered saw and it left dangerous levels of carbon monoxide on the first floor.
We have meters that read CO in parts per million. So we had about 50 at the door, and then through the inside of the building we had approximately upwards of 400 parts per million. With those high levels, low level exposure, you're going to start to get a headache, nausea, dizziness.
To put those numbers in perspective, fire officials deem a building unsafe when carbon monoxide levels rise above 9 parts per million. 13 people were transported to local emergency rooms for evaluation. All are expected to be okay. One person, though, is in critical condition tonight and undergoing bariatric chamber treatment at a specialized facility in the Bronx. We're waiting for an update on their condition tonight. Officials are still investigating what caused the failure with that saw. Day 4 in the courtroom for the trial of Michelle Troconis. The Dulos' longtime nanny took the stand again, and she says she was there front and center as Jennifer and Fotis Dulos began their contentious divorce process. Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc is sitting in on this entire trial and has the details of today's proceedings from outside Stamford Superior Court.
She was friendly.
Lauren Almeida, the longtime nanny for the Dulos family, recalling the moment she met Michelle Troconis. It was March of 2017, and the Dulos family was vacationing in Miami. While it was Almeida's first time meeting Troconis, it wasn't the first time for some of the Dulos children.
They were calling her Mitchie, and they hugged her.
Shortly after the trip, Almeida describes a change in Jennifer Dulos' demeanor, who suspected Fotis was having an affair. Eventually, Fotis admitted to it.
She opened up more, saying that she was no longer in love with Fotis, but she had 5 kids, so they were going to try and work out what they could.
But soon, Almeida says the tension between Fotis and Jennifer grew stronger and fights became frequent. Almeida says Jennifer was fearful for her and her children. And she says Fotis would threaten to take the kids away to Greece. Secretly, Jennifer began moving her family out of their Farmington home.
She was afraid of what Fotis would do to her or with the kids if she filed for divorce while they were living under the same roof.
The couple took it to the courts. Fotis would only see his children once a week under supervision. At one point, Almeida refused to be around Fotis. Almeida taking us to the day Jennifer went missing.
Have you seen Jennifer Dulos since May 23rd, 2019?
No.
That morning, Jennifer had doctor's appointments in New York City. That afternoon, her kids did too. Almeida planned to bring the Dulos kids to the city later that day. But when she got to Jennifer's New Canaan home, things seemed off.
When I went into the garage, yes, the Range Rover was still there and the Suburban was gone when she told me she would be taking the Range Rover.
Also unusual, Jennifer not responding to texts. While Almeida went to the city, she continued to worry about Jennifer.
The second I called Jennifer, it's like my stomach just sank because she never not answered her phone.
Almeida called police, telling them about marital problems between Jennifer and Fotis, but the defense questioning Almeida's observation of their relationship from the start, one where Fotis would travel a lot without Jennifer.
You always thought that the dynamic between Fotis and Jennifer was odd.
Yeah.
Now, there was also another development in this trial tonight where an alternate juror was dismissed after making a comment to one of the prosecutors, which the judge says could be seen as favoring the state's case rather than the defense. Now, that juror is dismissed for the rest of this trial, leaving 4 alternate jurors left and 6 regular jurors. We are in Stamford. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thank you, Julia. Our coverage from the courtroom will continue until a verdict is reached. Stay with Connecticut's news station for much more of the trial of Michelle Troconis. You can follow along online, on social media, and streaming anytime on Fox 61 Plus for Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Well, new tonight, police say a 15-year-old boy was arrested yesterday after they say he threatened to, quote, shoot up his high school, end quote. Police say they were called by federal and state law enforcement, alerting them to posts made on social media. They traced it back to the 15-year-old and charged him with first-degree threatening and second-degree breach of peace. Hartford Public Schools facing some difficult decisions. The district facing a projected deficit next year of nearly $78 million, and that could mean significant cuts to important programs and services and staffing. District leaders say costs have gone up and revenue has stayed consistent, leading to that difference. Another problem, federal COVID-19 relief money is drying up.
We were able to add lots of positions to schools to support our young people, but we were also able to add things like additional extracurricular programs, extended learning programs.
Because the children lost, they lost the important piece of their education puzzle. So if the funding is cut, then more loss.
The goal is to have the budget finalized by April, and the district is asking for input from parents and families before that. A Bloomfield man will spend the next 55 years in prison after he was found guilty in a 2020 Hartford murder. Troy Hayes was convicted back last September. Evidence presented at trial linked him to the fatal stabbing of Dyshawn Copeland in Hartford at his home on Sherman Street. He was also found guilty of stabbing another woman at the same home, and she survived.